YouTube, what's going on? It's Warren Gotti here with yet another Washington football team video, and in today's video, we're here to preview the game versus the Carolina Panthers. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you can notify when I upload a video about the NFL. In this case, our Washington football team. Roll the intro, baby. We are Washington. Let's get it.
We Washington, we Washington, we Washington, we Washington, man, we Washington.
So normally we get the video out on Friday, as you guys know, but since tomorrow is the holiday, we're going to get the preview video out Thursday, and you guys won't hear from me until Sunday when we do the live stream of the play-by-play of the Washington football team versus the Carolina Panthers. So like I said, if this was a long week, you guys know we would have got the video out on Friday, but since the holiday is tomorrow, we're getting it out on Thursday, and I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, man. Enjoy it with your family. You know what I'm saying? And just live it up, man. So with that out the way, let's get into this preview video for the rest of the Carolina Panthers. So, the Washington football team taking on the Carolina Panthers, man. Now, this game is bigger than what a lot of people think. And this game is not as easy as you guys may think. Obviously, we know what's been going on with the whole Dwayne Haskins situation this whole week. It just seems like we haven't been able to focus on about this game this whole entire week. You know what I'm saying? From the Dwayne Haskins to the Dan Snyder stuff that's going on. It's just like the off-field drama is just crazy, man. And we almost forgot. Ron Rivera had to remind people, we have a game Sunday. You guys know that, right? You know what I'm saying? Because all the questions yesterday were about Dwayne Haskins. As you probably, should have known, they were going to be about Dwayne Haskins. But yesterday, I didn't upload a video about because like I said, I only wanted to make one video about Dwayne Haskins. I didn't feel like making 2-3 videos about Dwayne Haskins because I was really done with the situation. That was my final straw for him. So all I'm gonna say is that he did get fined for $40,000 and he lost his captaincy. So he doesn't normally have that C on his chest anymore. And quite frankly, he should have been lost. You know what I'm saying? They basically said, you don't look like, you're not a person that can lead this team. No one looks up to you because you're not mature yet. So with that being said, we still don't know the word on Alex Smith or Dwayne Haskins. I'll tell you this first. I don't think Alex Smith is playing. And it just doesn't seem like he's playing. Saying he's trying to do everything he can to play, but it just doesn't seem like he's ready. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he's gonna play. He might well play. You know, the report hasn't came out for tomorrow or for the game status. I just don't think he's gonna play. I think they're hoping that Dwayne Haskins could play. He's been taking all the first team reps, and I really hope that Alex Smith could go. But if he can't, honestly, guys, I have faith in Dwayne Haskins. You know what I'm saying? After looking at the film from last week, he played bad. Trust me. Don't get me wrong. He played bad, and I still want Alex Smith to be the starter. But I think Dwayne Haskins played good enough to beat the Carolina Panthers, man. I really do. So if Alex Smith can't go, I feel more comfortable going into this game with Dwayne Haskins than I did going into the Seattle Seahawks game because we very well should have won that Seattle Seahawks game with all the injuries, too, by the way, with the linebacking core. Sean Hamilton actually went down in that game. We didn't have Cole Hogan. We didn't have KPL. So we were really short-handed. We obviously didn't have Antonio Gibson. So we were short-handed and we still only lost by 5 points. Nevertheless, to say about Dwayne Haskins, or should I say to add on Dwayne Haskins' turnovers that he had to the mix, just imagine if he doesn't give them extra 2 possessions, we probably win this game by probably 3 to 5 points. The opposites, you know what I'm saying? So we, instead of us probably losing 20-15, we probably win 20-15. You feel me? But that's in the past, man. We still have a big game this Sunday. If we win this game Sunday and the New York Giants lose on Sunday, we win the division. Now that's why the NFL kind of moved it to 4 o'clock because they wanted us to find out what the Giants were gonna do instead of having to play simultaneously, and then we have to ask, hey, what's going on in that Giants game? They already want the Washington football team to know what happened in that New York Giants versus Baltimore Ravens game. I'm really hoping the Baltimore Ravens come out on their A game and get this team out of here, please, for us, Baltimore, for your interstate, not rival, but teammates. You know what I'm saying? Interstate teammates, do it for us, man. Please, man. That's all we got. Y'all already took care of us early in the season, so take care of our division opponents. We took care of y'all division opponents, the Pittsburgh Steelers, so it all makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Do it for us, man. Please do it for us. And if we win, we in. And if the Giants lose, we're in. You know what I'm saying? Now, They didn't move our game to 4 o'clock because of us. They moved our 4 o'clock game because they had the Eagles 4 o'clock game, or the Eagles and Cowboys 4 o'clock game on Fox. They want that game to be tied in to something. You know, they want the Eagles and Dallas game to actually mean something. You know what I'm saying? They want them to actually feel like they have a chance. But let's put them out of their misery. And once they playing their tail off to possibly win the division, but then they come in and lock them. Hey, Washington already won. They gonna be sick, man. So let's get it done. But back on track to the Carolina Panthers. The keys to victory to beat the Carolina Panthers. Now, with the Carolina Panthers, at a point in time, this team was looking like a playoff team. You know what I'm saying? Earlier on in the season, they were like, 4-2, 3-2, and they were looking really good, and they just hit a dry spell. Teddy Bridgewater was looking like he could have been the answer, but trust me, Teddy B is not the answer. They're missing their star running back, CMC, Christian McCaffrey. He's not going to play in this game more than likely. I already said he's out. And also, they're missing Brian Burns. Now, we cannot sleep on this Carolina Panthers team, man. I'm telling you, they went toe-to-toe with the number 1 seed in both conferences, that being the Kansas City Chiefs, and the other one in the NFC obviously being the Green Bay Packers. Just last week, they went toe-to-toe with the Green Bay Packers, and then earlier in the season, they only lost by, I believe, 3 points to Kansas City. So they're not no slouch. Just because they're 4-10 doesn't mean that they're going to lay down and just die. We have to go out there and earn this win. You know what I'm saying? They have playmakers on the offensive side of the ball, led by DJ Moore. Of course, they're going to be short-handed with their star running back Christian McCaffrey, and obviously Teddy Bridgewater not playing the best football. I'm actually happy we playing against Teddy B instead of PJ Walker. I feel like PJ Walker leads that team better, and that's just my opinion, because every time PJ Walker gets on the field for the Carolina Panthers, they actually look really solid. You know what I'm saying? They have Curtis Samuel, obviously. They have Robbie Anderson. So they got some nice weapons across the board at the wide receiver position, but it's who can get them the ball. You know what I'm saying? It's talks that Teddy B is really the black Alex Smith. He's the check down king. And he's not a person that takes shots. He's a person on 4th and 13. He'll throw it underneath and expect your receiver or running back to fight for those all 13 of those yards. You know what I'm saying? So key number 1 to beating the Carolina Panthers, we got to rattle Teddy B's cage, man. Teddy B, he's not a quarterback that's going to beat you with his arm. You know what I'm saying? That's my next key after this, is make Teddy Bridgewater beat you with his arm. But first, we got to rattle Teddy B. We got to get after him. Get our hands up. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be looking to get that ball out quick because he knows that this defensive line is ferocious. Now, this defensive line didn't have any sacks last week, but it did cause an interception, one caused by Montez Sweat and Deron Payne catching an interception. You guys know remember that play that really ultimately helped us come back in that game and had a chance to go down and win the game. But, we know how that ended. So, nonetheless, get your hands up, because we know he's going to try to get the ball off quick, bat him up in the air, and catch some more interceptions. That's really what I need from us. I would love for us to get back there and get sacks, but we know teams facing us are going to try to get the ball off like that. So, with Teddy Bridgewater, get your hands up and rattle his cage, man. Even if you can't get the sack, make sure you hit him to make sure, yeah, we here, we coming. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow him to escape the pocket, because we seen what Russell Wilson did last week to us. When he was able to extend plays, he actually got out of the pocket and ran. He didn't really throw it that well, but he was able to run, and we know we struggle versus running quarterback. Now, Teddy Bridgewater lost a step since his ACL injury, but he still can run. He still can scramble a little bit, so we can't allow him to beat us with his legs. So the next key on my list to beat the Carolina Panthers is make Teddy Bridgewater beat him with your arm. Like I said, if we play mistake-free football and they beat us straight up, hey, they're the better team. But we cannot allow Teddy Bridgewater to beat us with his arm. Or should I say make him beat you with your arm. Actually, that was my key. You can't allow Teddy Bridgewater to beat you with your arm, because if you do, then you are not, I'm just going to say, you're not ready for the playoffs, because if Teddy Bridgewater, like I said, is the black Alex Smith, so you cannot allow him to beat you with your arm, honestly. And if they do beat us with his arm, then hats off to him. That's why the key is make him beat you with your arm, but you don't want to make him beat you with your arm, if that makes sense, because if you make him beat you with your arm, then you're just not ready for playoff football. And that's a lot to say, but you guys get what I'm trying to say here. Teddy Bridgewater is not the answer in Carolina, and we cannot allow them to go out there and beat us and make them think he is. Teddy Bridgewater is just not good. He's okay, but he's not a leader of men. He's not a leader that's going to have your team ready in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So Matt Rule, he's a rookie head coach. He's known for turning around franchises and teams, but that was more so at the college level. We got to see what he's going to do at the Carolina Panthers level. The Panthers might be looking for a quarterback in the draft, but that's neither here nor there. Now, the defensive side of the ball, they're going to be shorthanded because they're going to be out without Brian Burns, their best pass rusher. He got injured in the Green Bay Packers game, so that is good for the Washington football team. And now the only person in their secondary that really frightens me, that's been playing solid for the past couple weeks, besides the Denver Broncos game where they got killed, Jeremy Chin is the only one that really scares me in their secondary. Even though their secondary has been playing well as a whole, he's the only one that really scares me. Him and Chase Young are the two in the lead for Rookie of the Year. So Jeremy Chin has really been playing well at the safety position. He can do it all. He can drop back in coverage. He can come up in the box. He can do it all. Jeremy Chin is an all-around safety. So that's the only one that really scares me in their secondary. Now, getting to our offense versus their defense. This is a defense that allowed the Green Bay Packers to run all over them, and specifically Aaron Jones. So if we can get Antonio Gibson back this week, it would be a huge plus. Even if we don't have Antonio Gibson back, J.D. McKissic got a little banged up in the game last week versus the Seattle Seahawks. So I think he's going to be able to play. He looked fine. He practiced full yesterday and most likely today. So we should have J.D. McKissic back. J.D. McKissic can run for 100 yards on this run defense. This defense is horrible. Their run defense, I should say, is horrible. And their pass defense has been playing well for the past couple weeks, but they are nothing to be, scared of either. Like I said, all they have in their secondary that I really know of is Jeremy Chin. So it's holes to find in this Carolina Panthers defense, but all I say is try to establish a run. Next key on my list is Scott Turner. Fix your play calling, man. Whether it's Dwayne Haskins or Alex Smith, you cannot go into a game scared to open up the playbook for Dwayne Haskins. How do you expect him to be better? I understand you don't want him to make mistakes, but how do you expect him to be good and maximize his potential when you don't open up the playbook for him? When you have a wrist tape on his arm or wristband with a limited amount of plays, that already gives the defense a heads up to say, hey, they're not going to run that many plays, so we might see some of these plays over and over and over again, and that's going to give them a jump. We already know if Dwayne Haskins is starting, we're going to have a cajillion screens, a cajillion slant routes, which is fine. But come on, man. You got to open up that playbook and let your quarterback sling that rock. So with Dwayne Haskins, because like I told you guys, I don't know who's starting at the very moment. It could be Dwayne Haskins, it could be Alex Smith. But I think it's going to be Dwayne Haskins. With Dwayne Haskins, I feel like he's going to come out here with a chip on his shoulder, man. I really feel like that this is going to be the game where he actually, is going to be paying attention to every little detail. He's not going to try to make any mistakes. He's going to actually take what's there. And unfortunately, it took for this incident to happen for possibly him to get it. Now, this is just me speculating. He can go out there and play like he's been playing, which is horrible. Like I said, I don't think he's going to be the future quarterback. I think he actually ruined that. But I think he's going to try to go out here and prove to his teammates that he is really sorry. And what is better than do that than to go win a division title? What's worse, go out there and screw it up what everyone think he's going to do. So this guy has a big target on his back, because either way it goes, if he's the reason we win, we're still probably not going to give him all the credit. But if he's the reason we're going to lose, we are going to riot on Dwayne Haskins. So he is in a big spot, and I don't feel sorry for the dude, because he put it on himself. Really, he really put it on himself. So the last key before I get out of here is try to get your playmakers involved. Logan Thomas has really been the number one guy, especially if Dwayne Haskins is playing. We know Logan Thomas is going to have a cajillion, attempts, and I should say receptions or targets rather, for a tight end. He's probably going to have somewhere between 13, 14 targets if Dwayne Haskins is playing. He's really been your number one weapon alongside Terry McLaurin. So try to get your playmakers the ball, that being J.D. McKissic, Terry McLaurin, and also Logan Thomas. Now, Terry McLaurin was out of practice yesterday with an ankle injury, and he's been dealing with his ankle injury since week 11. I'm not really nervous. Now, if he doesn't practice today or tomorrow, then I'm really nervous, but at the same time, it could be rest. Well, I'm pretty sure we'll find out more with Terry McLaurin. So that's really all I got for you guys for the preview video. Make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL. In this case, I watched the football team. See you guys Sunday for the live stream. Make sure you guys tune in and enjoy Christmas with your family. I'll see you guys Sunday. I'm out. Peace.